Hello guys, till now we have learned how to use print function. We have learned about how to initialize the variables. We have learned that in Python the variables data type is decided when you put any value in it. We have also learned that the value of any variable can be updated and it can be updated to any other data type. Okay, if it for example, if a is equals to Aditya, I can, in the next line I can write a is equals to 2. That means initially the data type of a was string, but I updated it to integer. Also, we have learned about print. Now print is an output function in Python. Okay, but I forgot to tell you one thing, that whenever you print any variable, you need not print it in double quotes. You print it as it is. Let's see, if I print an integer in double quotes, what happens. Also today I'm introducing you input function, where I'm taking the input from the user inside my variable, and then I will further explain in this video itself what is typecasting. Okay, and the type function here tells the data type of the variable. So let's play this function. Let's see the output of this function. So it's asking me to enter anything. Suppose I enter 2. Now in the first line it printed a, in the second line it printed 2, and in the last line is showing class string. Okay, let me explain you. So the user entered 2. Okay, now in print a I got a only. Why this happened? Because whenever in print function, inside the print function, I write something in double quotes, it comes as it is, and when I wrote the variable as it is, then it came the value of 2 here, right? Also print type a, type is the function which tells the type of the variable, and it told me the type of the variable to be string. Now you must be wondering that we entered 2 here, but that is, it is a number, it is an integer, then why this is showing me the type to be string? Now let me introduce you with one more fact in Python, that in Python by default input function has the data type string. Okay, and I can do, by typecasting I can introduce any other data type for the variable. Now suppose in my program I want the age of any person inside my variable. So what I will do, I will mask this input with int. Okay, I will mask this input, I mask this input with int data type, and now I cannot write here enter anything. I want the user to enter age. I want the user to enter age. Okay, the user entered age, user has to enter the age. Now let's see what happens. Enter age. Now as usual I asked this printed a because it was in double quote, and it printed the value, that was 7, and the class comes here integer. Okay, now there are certain problems in it. Okay, like suppose, let me show you. Now here it is written age. Okay, but some people, maybe some user is 7 years 2 months old, and he's trying to be a little smart, and he's trying to calculate the age like this, like I should put in fraction or something, like 2 months of 2 by 12 must be, was it 2, 6, 12, it must be nearly, suppose he enters his age to be 7.05, although I want an integer. Now this is not an integer. Now see what happens, it shows me an error. That means we wanted an integer, but the user entered a float number, a decimal number. We call it float in computer language, we call it float in Python for decimal number. Okay, so this will show me error. Okay, now I can, when I want some user to enter the age in this very particular same way, that they are this much years and someone's old, then I can mask my input, my type, I can typecast my input with float. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now they will say enter the age, I did something like that, and there was no error. Okay, also for float I can simply enter an integer, and it will show me, it will print the integer as a float number, because the data type here has become float. So even if you enter integer, it will come up as 7.0. okay, now here comes the problem, like if I want the user to enter the age, and somehow the user by mistake enter any string, or by mistake enter a floating number, then problem will arise. And to clear this problem, in the next video we will learn data validation, we will learn control flow and data validation. Then we will learn about if else condition. Also we will learn about loops in Python. Thank you.